All right, you are watching RTA in Japan Winter 2025, the English Restream. My name is Bobby Blackwolf. I'm going to be your host for about probably the next 45 minutes. But coming up next is Crab Champions. Claw your way across exotic islands, combining fluid movement and fast-paced combat to become a crab champion in this third-person roguelite shooter. So we are now going to... I'm going to bring in some commentators that will be commentating this run so they can tell me more about this game, because I had not heard of this game until I looked at the Steam page, which, by the way, it is part of the Steam Winter Sale. It is in early access, so if you like what you're about to see, feel free to pick it up. We have our commentators here in the room to talk about the game. Why don't you introduce yourself, starting with DS?
Hi, my name is DeathStage85, or realistically, you could just call me Josh. I'm here because I have 170 hours in this game and play it way too much. It's fantastic.
Hi, I'm IllegallySam. I have 0 hours in this game, but I'm friends with Josh and he talks about this game a lot, so I'm here to talk about it some more.
So you know everything about the game because you've had to hear Josh talk all about it.
Exactly. I know all about crabs and their accessories.
But yeah, this game is fantastic. It's made by one guy. Coincidentally, the guy who made Crab Brave? Noise Storm is the guy who made this game. And he has been on record. It was
by him.
Yeah, and he has been on record saying because of copyright reasons, he cannot put Crab Brave in Crab Champions.
Ah.
I have played games with Crab Brave officially in them.
Yeah, but I think Monster Cat probably has the distribution rights for that.
Yeah, they do, because the context I played it in is in the context of Monster Cat DLC in a rhythm game.
That does not narrow it down, by the way.
Oh, I'm aware. Specifically, I'm talking about Rift of the Necrodancer.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Because there's Monster Cat DLC and Synth Riders and Beat Saber, and
Yeah,
that's why I was saying it didn't narrow down which rhythm game you were talking about.
Era 1 and 2 are based almost entirely around Monster Cat songs.
Don't forget the Monster Cat DLC in Rocket League.
You see, I don't really play Rocket League, so I did forget about it.
I unfortunately do.
Yeah, but enough about crabs. Let's talk about crabs.
Yeah, so what is exciting is this game did just get like a huge new release, and so the newest version, so good. They added a bunch of harder difficulties that we won't be seeing because this is an any percent run. But one thing they added was an immortal snail that constantly follows you, and if you touch it, you die.
That sounds fun.
It's actually a lot of fun. But I will say it was kind of infuriating the first couple of times because I never paid attention to where the snail was.
I wonder how many of the Zoomers who love that meme know where it even came from.
Definitely not.
By the way, in the background, we were just watching something for Doctors Without Borders. That is the charity that is being benefited. We've raised over 3.3 million yen for Doctors Without Borders so far. ! Donate if you want to donate towards that charity. Hey, there's a crab on the screen. Crowd's already into this.
There's gotta be a Crab Rave in that audience soon. Well, legally distinct Crab Rave.
Yes, legally distinct.
Yeah, Sam, you wouldn't want to do anything illegal, would you?
Never. What would make you think that? Yeah, from what I understand, and by that I mean I read the category, this run is taking place on a specific version of the game. On the screen right there it says version 2194 plus.
I want to say that's the latest version.
From what I remember on the speedrun.com leaderboards, I think it's like the previous one.
Oh, it might be. But yeah, because this game is still in early access, it gets updated like once every month or two, and so it does change quite a bit, which is why the leaderboards are a little funky.
Yeah, that's the problem with running modern games, is all of the version changes, but that's part of the fun, I guess, for like a game like this, because it's like you could run the game, get kind of tired of it, come back in like 4 months, it's like, oh wow, there's more game. It's all different now.
Yeah, but then what happened in the previous version is he added all the difficulty modifiers and then made it too hard. And then released a hotfix to make it slightly easier. Which I appreciated, because I also thought it was too hard.
Didn't want to turn it into Crab Souls.
I don't need this.
Yeah.
That's another crab's treasure.
Yeah, with this, there's still bosses every biome, but it was kind of impossible. Well, not impossible, but it was way harder than I think it needed to be, which does lessen the fun a little bit. But I appreciate what the developer is doing and keeping it in the game, just not making it required for all the achievements. So if you are a masochist and want to absolutely have the hardest game imaginable, you can still do that.
I mean, I feel that's always fun, where it's like a dev realizes, oh, something got messed up with that update. If you want it the old way, you could still have it, but here's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And he goes the other way as well, where there's actually modifiers to make the game easier too. One of them is really funny. It increases your rarity for luck of like the different perks by like 5,000%. And so you can just honestly just hold down the shoot button and auto loot everything.
Do those easier options disable any of the progression stuff, or is it just
so
do it?
It disables some of them, because how it works is there's like, remember in Halo with the skulls? So basically, yeah, basically all the modifiers have like point values, and so the easier modifiers have a minus point value, and the harder ones have a plus point value, and so you can actually mix and match. And as long as you get to a difficulty threshold, that decides the difficulty. And so it's actually a really nice system. So for my runs, I actually disable like some things. Oh, and we're getting into the run.
We're crabbing.
Oh, wait, the gold win?
We're looking at a gold crab, so
I thought Gamer Crab was gonna win.
Let's see, I'm gonna refresh the vid page here. Gaming Color won with 39,000 yen. Gold was second.
maybe they're just showing off gold and they're gonna switch. Regardless, we get to see a cool crab skin no matter what they go with. So.
Oh, they put a Santa hat on. What was his name? The big crab. I forget what his name is. His name, I think it's like Jeffrey or something, but he's in every shop. And he never moves, but he has like a little title that says, I will move in the future. I
do appreciate the Santa hat, though. It's very festive.
It is very nice. I wonder what weapon they're gonna use. If they go for the crossbow, that's bold. Oh, Gamer Color.
Oh, there we go. Gamer
There's
crab.
the RGB. Now, for the speed run, there's actually a in the game you can use keys which you unlock by doing runs, and you can take a perk with you just for free into a new run, but that is banned for the speed runs.
Gotta start fresh. That's kind of the fun part of roguelikes.
Yeah. So it looks like they're going with the crossbow, bold choice, but the grappling hook as a grenade. So they're not going to have a grenade, but they get to go real fast. And the dagger is also a nice choice because it has the quickest cooldown.
See some crab salute carnage coming up.
良いアイテムが出るかは運なので祈りも必要になります。このゲームにの RTA において最も大切なことを解説します。このゲームの RTA で最も大切なのはラスボスを倒せる火力を確保することです。
So we've already done the first 2 islands, it looks like.
Yeah. And what's interesting is there's actually a button in the game to auto loot, and the game will pick what perk you get. But it's just kind of blind.
So definitely sounds like the thing you might want to do in a PB attempt and not on a marathon stage.
Fair enough.
How many islands are there in total?
So there is 8 islands per biome and 4 biomes. So 28 islands. First biome is pretty easy, just like a normal island like this. Then it goes to ice, then desert, and then lava is the last one.
Pretty classic locales.
Yeah. In terms of the build right now, it looks like nothing super game-breaking right now, but enough for some sustain. But it's still pretty early.
Yeah, with games like this, there's only so much you can really do at the beginning because you're just at the whim of what the game decides to give you.
Yeah.
But as time goes on, you're able to pick and choose a lot more precisely.
Especially rapid fire would be good here.
Not getting
Fortitude. Yeah, Fortitude is a great thing to have. It increases your max health every island.
That definitely sounds like a good one for safety purposes, but
yeah, it's almost a must if you are going pretty long.
Not the kind of thing to make you go faster. It's just to make sure you don't lose.
Yeah. So it does look like this. Wait, I didn't even know you could do that. That's insane. You don't get damage like that? You just stand on top of his head. Well, that's good to know.
Now you can do that in your next run.
I might. Oh yeah, so now we're on to the ice biome. And they're making pretty decent time, honestly. But the difficulty does scale pretty intensely in between biomes. Oh, go for the greed. Go for the greed. Greed islands are so much fun, but they always give you a negative effect for something that could potentially be positive.
Once again, it sounds like the kind of thing that would be great, not in a marathon setting.
But you gotta go with the gamble method.
It would definitely be more interesting, that's for sure.
Oh, efficiency would be good. Is good here. So efficiency, you get. I think it depends on the weapon, but it's usually like a 10 to 15% chance of getting your ammo back. But the way the game calculates shots is that the gun has multiple like bullets per shot. All of them have an individual chance to regain ammo.
Oh yeah, so if you're getting the shotgun blast type thing, like this crossbow currently has.
Yeah, so there was 5 individual 15% chances to gain 1 whole bullet back. So as long as they hit, they're probably getting their ammo back.
Yeah, especially on some of those bigger targets like the giant skull or that big crab.
Absolutely. And so one of the more fun things to do in this game is to just never have to reload. They're not going to do it, but that totem on the right is an XL totem. It doubles the number of enemies, but gives you double the chests. Kind of a speedrunner's worst nightmare.
Because that would just make everything take so much longer.
Yep.
Because I'm assuming you do have to kill every single enemy on every single island.
On the arenas that they're aiming for, yeah. There's another type of island called a horde. That just doubles the time, because that's survive until time runs out kind of deal.
Yeah. I'm assuming this is kind of like the Hades style of you pick what room you go to next.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So like every time they finish, there's 3 portals that you can choose what category is gonna happen. Oh, they're not getting a lot of good perks.
I don't know what the runner is saying, but I could tell the emotions they're feeling.
River Vigor is another good one to stack. That gives you extra max health per island and like extra 3% multiplier per island.
Oh yeah, if you get that early, I imagine that stacks really nice.
Yeah, but also keep in mind half of the run is already over.
Yeah. But when you still have 14 procs of a 3% chance, that's still almost pretty much doubling it.
Drill shot and health shot. Now there's a chance for drills to spawn every time she fires the crossbow.
Into the desert, though.
Yep, second to last biome. This is going pretty well, actually. I did notice this is not the latest patch. This is one before the latest patch.
You know, I'm a little surprised that we're not just fighting crabs in this game.
Oh yeah, there's actually a lot of different enemies, and they all suck. The slugs explode. The crabs are like normal, but then there's also scorpions and hornets.
I mean, scorpions are basically the crabs of the desert.
Well, that's bold take.
I mean, you could definitely say I'm wrong, but I'll disagree with you.
Oh yeah, and then ants that also just fire things at you.
Are they fire ants then?
Some of them. Some of them are poison. I know you weren't expecting that answer.
Yeah. I guess it'd be more accurate to call them all bullet ants.
Yeah. The worst enemy in the game? Starfish. They have a certain cry to them, and so you always know they're coming. But they start really far away, go way into the air, and dive bomb you really fast. What's interesting is all of the things that this build has now, between health dropping, between healing on each bullet, they can just go right up to every single enemy and not really care. Because they're just gonna heal through the damage they're taking.
We've got a full-on face tank build. Yeah, because I noticed their max health is, you know, already 1600.
Yeah, this is really high already.
Because like I saw the island started at 1300 out of their max health, and it's already going up the longer they fight.
Yeah, and like, they just got another fortitude to stack it up even higher.
Perfect.
Now, what's funny is if you can make the bosses jump, they can actually fall off and just die.
Hopefully we get to see that once.
And
I could tell that boss was a lot tougher because it was a red skull and not just a regular white one.
Oh, absolutely. That's how you know scaling. But at this point, it looks like damage is scaling so high that it does not matter anymore. Because we're already on the last biome.
You can tell it's the last biome because it's lava.
でサワガニを拾って飼っていたところ突然失踪してしまいます。泣きそうになりながら家族に相談したらパパが
I could tell these arenas are probably going to be the most annoying to navigate.
Oh, absolutely. The amount of times I've just died by stepping into lava. More than I'd care to admit.
How much damage does the lava do?
A lot. And especially, the lava itself doesn't do a lot of damage. What does a lot of damage is all the fire stacks you get on. And so that will continuously do damage to you over time.
If you basically touch lava, you want to immediately jump out as fast as you can.
Yeah.
お姉ちゃん再びギャン泣きするという事件がありました。皆さんもペットのカニちゃんは
Crab has a very large. Well, it had a very large weapon.
There's a hammer crab. Hammer crabs do what hammer crabs do.
Die apparently very quickly.
Ooh, oh, but they don't really reload, so it's kind of not worth it.
水中から空中から油の中まで様々な場所で生存活動を繰り広げております。
At this point, it really is just kind of smooth sailing. You have so much sustain that you just kind of get carried by, you know, the elemental rocks, the lightning damage. Your melee is actually really strong, pretty much throughout the game.
Yeah, this definitely seems like the point of the run where it's just try and kill everything as fast as possible. You don't need to worry about surviving.
Absolutely, especially with 2,600 health. Keep in mind, you start off with like 300. And this is actually the last last island before the shop and the boss. So this run is almost over.
I could tell that the runner's damage didn't quite scale as much as their health did because these enemies are taking a while to kill.
Not. It's actually kind of difficult to scale damage as quickly as health. So a really good strategy is just to scale the health and then not even be concerned with anything else. Another drill shot.
That's for if you're just playing this casually though, since, you know, this is a speed run. You want to go as fast as possible. That's not quite the best strategy all the time.
Yeah, but you gotta take what you're given in games like this.
This is the final boss.
Yep, final boss. And it's half
another giant skull.
It could have been a giant ant.
It's been a giant crab, I wonder.
I don't think on the fire one. I think it's only an ant or a skull.
That's unfortunate.
The other biome's gonna have giant crabs. And as soon as they hit this, that is the run.
That was... That, you know, I think I only have one thing to say about that run. That was Crab Salute Cinema.
Oh my god.
I know you've been sitting on that one.
I warned him in the green room. I mean, how could I not say that about a run of Crab Champions? No?
Of course, of course. Well, thank you for telling us all about this game. This is on Steam. It is in the Steam sale, 30% off right now. So you can check it out yourself. You have any shout-outs to do?
Not for me, but Sam, if you want to shout out your stuff.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't just reinforce, Josh, that you want people to play this game.
Oh, yeah, actually do that. This game absolutely slaps.
Yeah, if you want to... maybe I'll actually play this game someday. Josh has been trying to get me to play it for a long time.
I will absolutely play with you any day.
yeah, I mean, if you wanted to check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/IllegallySam, but I play games that do not tend to feature crabs, unfortunately.
You can.
But you're
Maybe I
gonna
need
start.
to change that.
You're gonna start, right?
I mean, 2026 is a new year.
It is.
New Year.
You can be a crab champion.
I don't know
Legally.
what. I don't know what year in the Chinese zodiac is the year of the crab, but we'll just say it's 2026.
All years. All years. The year of the crab.
All right. Thank you so much, both of you. It's been great hanging out with you.
Of course.
Thanks for having us.